Welcome back to Calpart Bros. Jason and I are fresh off the segment discussing Mike Lindell and his once again kind of maniacal conspiracy theory about the election fraud for Trump losing once again. And third and final segment of the show, we're going to talk about Kim K getting fined over crypto promos. Jason, what you know about that?
This is my favorite subject, the Kardashians. No, man, but hey, so what I know is specifically she was fined not just for touting a cryptocurrency. Apparently, the SEC, per CNN article, the SEC found Kardashian violated the anti-touting provision of federal security laws because she failed to disclose that she was paid for that Instagram post that she made about this particular cryptocurrency. So, again, obviously, you and I aren't very familiar with SEC laws when it comes to securities laws and fraud and stuff like that. But I found that interesting. That's what she was fined for, not the post itself, but because she didn't disclose she was paid for it. You know, but she's not the first celebrity to get in trouble for that. Floyd Mayweather got in trouble for it as well. DJ Khaled, apparently, other celebrities, Steven Seagal as well. Now, I don't think they weren't fined as much as she was, but and by the way, the payment,
how many followers they had too. I wonder.
could be now the Kardashian was paid $250,000 for making that post, which I'm sure, like you said, has to do with her Instagram following, which I believe is over 200 million, which is a lot of people. Yeah, I believe Floyd and DJ Khaled are more like in the 100,000s, if even that much. So definitely nowhere near what Kim was. And I believe also this was a settlement made by Kim. So I'm sure had she not, settled, it would have been a lot more. So that's what I know about this. What I find originally, what I thought was this is like, well, it is. Basically, it should serve as a warning to not just celebrities, but any influencer that has a high following, and obviously not going to have as much as her, but that's a high following. Be careful what you post about. But again, it's not just the posting; it's about not disclosing what you're getting paid for. But still, you would think that would make people more careful about doing this because they don't want to lose all that money. But much like you were saying about Mike Lindell, that $1 million or $1.2 million.
What's $1 million, dog?
That's a small drop in the bucket. Just from what the money she makes just from her Instagram following, I'm sure, let alone the other social media, her actual supposed businesses, things like that, the TV show, it is a drop in the bucket. And initially, I will admit that, that dollar amount will be kind of, a deterrent. Now, maybe for average Joes like you and me, maybe it will be. Not, like I said, obviously they're not going to get fined as much because, again, they're not going to make as much. But still, if possible, jail time or even any kind of fine. Just because they're not fining you $1 million, what they fine you $50,000. Most people can't afford that $50,000 or whatever it may be. So maybe it might make the average Joe more careful about what they post on social media when it comes to cryptocurrency in particular. But also, I'm sure Kim K has the finest lawyers as well, whereas most individuals probably aren't. So any kind of trouble she might have gotten into, she wasn't, well protected by her legal team. So people, maybe average Joe needs to think about this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's really going to stop celebrities from touting this stuff. I mean, for example, I believe in the Super Bowl, either this past year or the year before, we saw a lot of crypto commercials. I think you and I pointed that out when we talked about the commercials.
Like 7 out of 10?
In January. Yeah, exactly. And they were endorsed by LeBron James, your boy Larry David. So yeah, that stuff's not going to go away. Crypto's a thing right now. So it's just really all about making sure whoever touts that stuff, whether you're a celebrity or not, making sure you're following the security laws, and also applies to not just security laws, but anything else you're touting on social media, whether it be couches, cars, whatever you're touting. It's the same thing. SEC don't just care about crypto stuff. It could be other stuff too. What are your thoughts on anything I said or anything you've read? I know you love the Kardashians, so.
Uh, my first thought was, as I'm reading into this, one of the things that I checked out was is that the she is not going to be able to to basically hawk crypto securities for 3 years.
Big whoop.
I mean, that's literally what the article says.
No,
Uh,
no, I know. I'm just saying.
but that it's almost like they wanted a high profile. See, we got somebody, yeah, but the damage is done. Like th- you're not getting your money's worth.
Like, who's not? What do you mean?
The SEC is not getting their money's worth when they do that. Like $1 million ain't shit.
Well, I had to imagine there's probably certain limits to what they could fine somebody. I mean, because I agree with you. If you want to make her punish, you want to actually punish her, you can make that fine a hell of a lot more. But I'm sure, just like any sports league, they have limits to what they can do for certain instances, and it's not based off of money. It's they have a certain amount. So I'm sure the SEC has that same thing. Because like I said, otherwise they would have dropped the bomb on her, right? Hey, we're going to find you $1 billion because we know you got it, but they're not going to do that because they can't probably.
yeah, I'm leery about celebrities, promoting a lot of products in general.
Why is
you know,
that? Why is that?
well, it just kind of gave all like a made for TV vibe, as seen on
Does that
TV.
depend on who the celebrity is, though?
No, no, it's like all the crypto, like they are pushing it so hard, it screams it won't be worth a damn in a year. Like it's too speculative. And this is just my opinion.
And you're talking about anything that goes beyond crypto, right?
Correct.
Or is it just crypto? Okay.
No, it's not just crypto. I'm talking in general.
Okay.
Could have been Gotham Steel. It could have been I mean, hell, it could have been something Billy Mays was out there hawking. I mean,
Billy Mays or Billy Blanks?
well played. Well played, sir. Gentleman and a scholar. Yeah. So yeah, remember when Martha Stewart got hemmed up by the SEC?
I mean, when she went to prison, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you going with this?
Where I'm going with this is that they actually got their money's worth. Everybody does insider trading, right? They actually made an example out of her. I'm not saying Kim Kardashian actually did anything worth going to jail. I'm saying they actually made it so that holy shit. They made it so that they made it less likely that a celebrity would try to violate to that level of insider trading.
Well, again, and I know we were going this direction, so I probably could look this up, but that's what I'm saying, though. Like you said, she was sent to prison because that's something that was able to happen based off law, security, laws, whatever. And like you just said, they're not sending her to jail over this. Kim K, I mean, probably because they couldn't.
I'm not even saying that they could send her to jail. I'm saying they probably could have pressed that money.
But that's the thing. We have to look this up. But my question is, could they really have though? I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I'm thinking that they could. I think they probably let off the gas. That's just a hunch. That's just a hunch.
Okay, what would they have to gain from not doing that if they could?
I mean, I don't want to second guess those ulterior motives. It
Well,
just
you kind of are, bro. You kind of are. You kind of just said it. You hinted towards it.
I mean, Jason, my point is $1 million is nothing. And it feels like they just got excited, like, ooh, here's our participation trophy.
Well, at the end of the day, for Martha Stewart, what's a year in prison? I mean, prison's prison, yeah, but in all seriousness, for her, what's a year in prison?
I
For her. Okay, when I say well, hang on. When I say for her,
A
hang
year in
on.
prison is an actual year in prison. It's not like comparing, uh, you know, prison is prison.
I hear you, but and again, not trying to get off track here, but what kind of prison is Martha Stewart really going to? One and two, when she gets out, she's still going to be a celebrity, probably even more so, right? So in all seriousness, what's it really hurt her? She didn't lose any money really. She's still a celebrity when she got out. She's probably in some cushy ass prison in the first place. Yes, I said ass. So what? So yeah. I mean, trust me. I'm sure money being equal, I'm sure. Yeah, I'd rather pay the fine than go to prison. Yes, but at the end of the day, could they have done more? Probably, but they didn't. So the same applies to Kim K. I mean, they could have done more. Maybe we don't know. But what I'm saying is, if they could, what would they have to gain by not giving her more? Because Because if you give her more, if you could have, then that lay down an even bigger hammer to any celebrity being careful. Like say if they here's $10 million fine, which still may be a drop in the bucket to her, was more than the million. And I'm sure as much as Kim K could easily write a check for $1 million, and it might hurt a little bit. What might hurt a little more is writing the check for 10. Yes, you can afford it, but having to write out a check for $10 million bucks. Exactly. So
yeah, I'm curious to see what other celebrities will get hemmed up on these sort of fines, because she won't be the first. She definitely won't be the last. I'm thinking Fat Joe will probably be the next one, because he was definitely giving off some multi-level marketing type vibes like 5 years ago anyway.
I don't think necessarily, it's definitely going to stop, like you said, anybody from doing crypto or any kind of advertising or whatnot. I think they might be smarter about it. They might consult a little better with their attorneys about it. Because again, the other celebrities who've gotten busted for this their fine wasn't anywhere near hers. It might have been like at the most a third of this fine she got, right? And Floyd Mayweather has plenty of money as well. Maybe not Kim K money. But he ain't broke. He ain't fought in a while, but he ain't broke. Although he's supposedly going to be fighting Conor McGregor again, so I'm not sure what that's about. But yeah. So I don't think it's going to stop anybody. And if nothing else, all you got to do is make sure, when it comes to this particular, everybody's going to know now, hey, make sure you disclose to the proper people that, hey, you got paid for this. So, yeah, there's other things they can get fined for. I know. I get it. But like I said, they can always consult with their attorneys. Like, hey, I want to endorse this crypto. What do I need to know to make sure I don't get this fine like Kim K? Now, yes, there will still be idiots out there that get fined for something. But it shouldn't be for this. It shouldn't.
In theory.
But we shall see. We'll see.
All right. That concludes our third and final segment on Kim K crypto fine. And with that, we'll close out the show.